Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, I share my self-care life and my cool wellness journey. I'm K-Witch Bo Kim. Here today I went to Stairway to Heaven in New Jersey. This is one of the best places I've been to in the United States. I used to play this thing called Princess Maker. If anybody that's in my age probably know what Princess Maker is. I don't know, was it popular in America too? I was growing up in South Korea, so back then computer games were very popular, and one of my favorite games was Princess Maker, and I believe I played up to Princess Maker 3, and OMG, it was one of my favorite games to play. I wasn't really into StarCraft, maybe because I wasn't good at it, or I just never really enjoyed. But anywho, so, I was just thinking, when you play Princess Maker, you have to go through certain things, and you get to choose what kind of path, like what life you want, like who you want to be, who you want to make this princess be, and according to your goals, the secretary or the person, the personal assistant, he like guides you to do this and do that. But I am very mischievous, and I was back then too, and I would try to do something opposite. But if I remember correctly, there were not much to do if you wanted to do something different than they offer, if you chose that path. But sometimes, whenever there is this person that comes, what is it called in English, like this person, like a door-to-door salesperson comes, once in a while, and then it sells, crazy things. And depending on how much money you have, or I think it is money, or I think it was your level too. Like, depends on whatever you have, you get to buy the stuff. And if you are not, if you don't have enough money, or if you're not at that level to purchase it, or was it you can purchase it but you can't use it? I'm not sure if my memory is. Anyway, like those things come in like as like odds to play in the princess's life and the process. And I think by the second Princess Maker, I became very smart, I guess. And there were like internet, like cheat codes and stuff. I don't know if the developers make it and willingly provide these cheat codes, like willingly release, because obviously if you, like, the developers basically made it, because if they didn't, those cheat codes wouldn't do anything to the game. It's not a magical code. They gave it. They planned to make the game. They planned the scenario and how those codes can be used. Right? Those cheat codes included, like, you can make the princess naked, or those cheat codes where you have unlimited money, or those cheat codes that had made they can fast forward, I think, if I remember correctly. But there were definitely some cheat codes. And I also played The Sims, and Sims had a lot of cheat codes as well. And it made the game even more fun. And I was just thinking, because this morning I was watching this Dr. Stephen Young being interviewed by Josh Trent, and he was bringing this concept that I myself has been trying to confirm if it's true or not, because I did hear from something and I stumbled around this idea and I developed myself those perspective, and I put in my own imagination into that idea where you download spiritually from your source or the universe, the way we download things from the computers or for the games. And you also have cheat codes, like those things can be available to you if you work or if you look for it, if you manifest it. And I was totally believing in that idea, but still has some doubt, like I felt like I'm some type of pseudo or some type of crazy or some type of, whatnot. But after listening to that Josh Trent interview with Dr. Stephen Young, I really felt like it was from my subconscious or my divine or my spiritual guide or 천지 신명 or 관세음보살 or I don't know, whoever, or my brother, my spirit guide, giving me this cheat code to fast forward my spiritual journey. If I didn't dig into this kind of information, because I was scrolling through the YouTube shorts or YouTube feed, and I was just encountering all of these videos that I don't believe that I want to watch. Like all the thumbnails was exactly telling me that's not what I resonate. These are not the ideas that I'm looking for, or it's a waste of my time to even watch it. And then I found this video, and it obviously resonated. And I got curious, and I clicked on it, and voila, it literally confirmed my imagination. And literally you download and you find your codes, your passwords, the secret codes, and it's along your way. You gotta find it. It's just like Dalai Lama said, the 14th Dalai Lama said, it's not the Buddha that can wash your sins with water. You have your own, you have to do it yourself, basically, because your life is designed differently for your own purpose. And your soul chose this path, apparently, just like how you wanted to, just like how you were given the choice to, make the princess however you want it. I think there is even a random one. Like you can choose a random, like you don't know what she's gonna become, and then at the end, like she becomes like this bad bitch, like a bad queen. There were some exotic endings, and gosh, why don't they make these kind of games anymore? These app games on the iPhone is quite boring to me, to be honest. Those computer games were actually more strategic and like, I don't know if that even exists. Maybe even if they exist, it doesn't sell, because nowadays, everybody is all about like attention deficit. But anyway, I just wanted to share that because it just came to me. Like, our life is just like the princess maker, like playing the princess maker. And you make Like every choices you make, your life will change. Just like this. Every word, every thought you have or say or think will change your path. Just like this. Like just imagine, like, so I decided to not eat anything today, and I'm driving to go to hike, and I'm just like, I'm getting used to this thing where I don't eat until I am hungry, and my self-desire, like, picture the image in my brain, like what I'm gonna eat, like what I wanna eat, not I'm eating because I got to eat. I know I don't have to eat unless I'm like dying, but as my stomach or my gut system is telling me more and more I am hungry, I feel like it's communicating with me even more. Like I'm listening to my gut more. And eventually, the thing that I want to eat, the thing that my soul desire to eat, or the thing that my subconscious thinks that's going to benefit me, is going to come to my reality. It's like I'm manifesting, but I'm manifesting. It's like I'm manifesting, but I'm waiting to listen to my intuition. It's like, I don't know. And I'm pretty sure I'm doing it right, because it's been gracefully making my skin better. If you guys have been following me for years, for about 4 to 5 years, I have not been using any mainstream skincare products. Like here and there, I would use it to test it because I'm in this industry, and it's quite fun for me, getting to know these ingredients and stuff. But I basically stopped using these products and solely wash my face, my whole body, and even my husband. Well, there's kind of no choice because I made a lot of soaps because I am always testing. And I'm fine, like at first, when I first made it, I couldn't believe myself, so that I was scared to use my own product because I didn't have any belief system for self, and even my husband, if I cannot believe, how am I going to let other people believe me? But as I was using my own products and developing my own products, and I'm becoming more confident that, even my skin shows, and I'm just like, and I here and there when I test other products, and I notice why I am happy that I listened to my intuition to go this path. So it's kind of fascinating. I kind of rewind everything, and I started from the bottom. Like I started from why, where soaps originated. Like besides all the marketing and all the money making big mega companies and this and that, And don't get me wrong, I want to make money too, so that I can continue to do what I love to do. Like I want to invest into what I want to do, and I have all kinds of thoughts to make or mold, things that I want to create. And I think, myself thinking this is the one that I desire and this is the right thing to do, regardless of what others think. Because the other's perspective is different than I do. But anywho, so if you're watching this video and it really sparks your interest, I would like you to start creating something, like whatever you're curious about, like don't downgrade yourself because you are just one person. These big, huge companies, this big, like for example, Estee Lauder company is a huge multi-billion probably, or Chanel, it all began from one woman. It all began from one person's brain. And it, Louis Vuitton, same thing. Gucci, same thing. Before we judge these, big mega companies, we gotta start, doing our own research. Why these companies expanded. And there are, when they become rich and things start getting disorganized by, different people or different executives, or the founder is dead, so it's different. The new person who replaced this company is different, so yeah. So I would like you guys to think about it. And hope you have fun and create something. We are supposed to create. We are here to create. And create our own. Not consume. So I guess I've been craving hot dog. I was actually thinking about some, street food, and there we go. We had a hot dog stand. She actually had a lot of creative hot dogs. One I got was the cold peak, which is with kimchi kraut, which I enjoyed. It was actually one of the best hot dogs I've had in the world. And the other one, actually, like, to be honest with you, not so much. It was just too American. I like, fusion. So, but her hot dogs were just very American and nice. It did the trick. It fueled me to go for 2 hour hiking, and I wasn't hungry at all the whole time. So it did the trick. And as you can see, her kimchi kraut is amazing, top notch. She said she didn't even know what real kimchi, like how to make real kimchi. She did a great job. So when you enter in the entrance, this is like going up, it's kind of pretty nice. You can see some flowers, nice, herbs. I saw wormwood or mugwort, which is one of my favorite herbs, as you guys know if you've been watching me. And yeah, at first you're just enjoying this nice view going up into the woods, and then once you hit the woods, you are gonna start stepping into the stairway to heaven. My phone actually had low battery, which actually worked out good because half the time it's hard for you to even use the phone because it's very rocky. And it's pretty safe for a woman by myself like me hiking, because there were a lot of people actually hiking. It was a Saturday, and you are basically hiking with a lot of people, so it's perfect day to hike. And here we go. There we are. It took me about an hour and 15 to 20 minutes probably to get to the top. And the view was amazing. And as you can see, I was screaming my gut out. I mean, it's coming up. And yep, that felt so great. And also I saw some eagles flying, and my phone just died right there. So thank goodness I was able to get the footage. And yeah, it took me about an hour coming down. And actually, seriously, if you live in New Jersey or New York area or Philadelphia or whatnot, it's a perfect dating or friendship or by yourself hiking course where seriously you can enjoy and you can get some workout done too. I pretty much saw, you know, all kinds of people, like old people or young people, you know, pregnant person. Just everybody was hiking. So it's pretty good and not too heavy, and you get the results. And I was so lucky that I found a wooden stick before I went up the stairway. So my recommendation, get some sticks before you go up to the rocks. And anyways, thank you for watching, guys. I hope to see you guys again. Until then, do your own self-care, take care of yourself.